advice, I'm just curious, because we all have had traumatic experiences with family members as
Yes.
most of us as youth.
Yes.
What advice would you have given to somebody, let's say like Michael Jackson with his father? We all heard about Joe Jackson. So what if Michael Jackson came to Sister Myrah and he said, "Hey, Sister Myrah, I want you to give me some advice on how can I get over the abuse that Joe gave me." What would you tell Michael Jackson? Because by you giving this advice to Mike, is you giving advice to mostly all of us. What would you say to Mike if he came to you?
We are the vessels. We were the ones chosen for that. We took that role. We knew as energy beings that we signed up for that, you see, because that's the only way to fulfill a spiritual energy purpose. So as a higher being, this is what you chose to do. You said, I'm going to take that mission. I'm going to take that purpose. See, spirit is collective, which means as you have been wounded as a family generationally, you've passed those wounds down generationally. This is, when you asked me the last time I was on the show and I brought up Kendrick Lamar, you were surprised about that.
Yes.
This is why I was so ecstatic about his Heart Part 5, because that's exactly what he was describing there. How we've been wounded as a culture generationally and have passed those wounds down. And that is what is the root of the problem that we're having now. Okay. And we now have to heal those wounds. In other words, he's saying we're not going to take this to the next level. This is the time, this is the lifetime where the buck stops here. And those that have been chosen by the family, now they are responsible for, what is happening is that they're like the sacrificial lamb, you see. So they have taken the brunt, the final generation, to take the brunt of the wounding. When you talked about like Michael Jackson, see, the way you're the chosen one, it works twofold. You have to be, as the chosen one, the one who suffers the most is the one who ends up the most at the top. Spirit is spiral. So if you're put at the bottom of the ladder, if you've experienced that negative, we all have to experience that negative polarity in order to bring back, at the higher level, at the bigger cycle, we're now bringing back, it's time now for a larger purpose to be served. And those who've suffered the most are the ones who are now going to get the benefit of that spiritual return the most. To the same extent you suffer, Michael Jackson was chosen to be the one in his family that suffered the most in the family. So he made his individual contribution to this negative polarity as the physical vessel for that. This is not only this lifetime. This has been happening to all of us through many lifetimes when we took that purpose. I always tell people it's like a great big puzzle. In each lifetime, the purpose you chose to take is where you master in that purpose. Like the first lifetime, you master in the purpose you chose to take on. And that's like one piece of the puzzle. Doesn't make sense. You don't understand it. But through guidance with your spirit, you master that. And once you master that in that lifetime, it gives you the access to the next lifetime, where you bring the second piece of the puzzle. You continue that mastery to the next lifetime.
Die for knowledge.